Hi, everyone. This is Jay Highland, Archives Director at the Jewish Museum Milwaukee, here with another From the Archives installment. Today, we are looking at the career of Milwaukeean Cy Howard, seen here pictured with well known comedian, actress, singer, and friend Fanny Brice. Cy was born Seymour Horwitz on September 27, 1915, in Milwaukee to Sam and Rose Horwitz. His father, Sam, had no formal education, was born in Russia, and came to the US in the early 1900s, where he worked in the furniture business and eventually owned Sam the Furniture Man, a store at 1121 West Lincoln Avenue. Cy attended and graduated from Milwaukee Washington High School, where he was captain of the tennis team and won a state doubles championship. He attended the University of Wisconsin, majoring in economics, but also was involved in theater and later graduated from the University of Minnesota. After graduation, Cy wrote jokes for Danny Thomas, became a comedy writer for Jack Benny for a short time, and eventually became writer and producer of two hit CBS radio shows, My Friend Irma and Life with Luigi. My Friend Irma began in 1947 and culminated with a film version in 1949, where the comedy team of Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis performed in their very first movie together. Cy made two highly publicized visits to Milwaukee. One in December of 1949, where he visited his alma mater, Milwaukee Washington High School, and signed autographs for students, as seen here, and also received a special civic award from the local Eagles Club, where he was honored for the radio program Life with Luigi for telling a story of the richness of America and democracy. Cy's second visit to Milwaukee brought even more fanfare on April 11th, 1950. The new Milwaukee Auditorium had just opened that week, and Cy's program was a big part of Milwaukee Progress Week. Hundreds greeted him at the train station and Luigi star J. Carrol Naish when they arrived, as seen here. Naish was a Hollywood star who had appeared in over 200 films and was a two-time Oscar nominee and Golden Globe winner. Here he is pictured with Cy's father, Sam. You can really see the joy in Cy's father's face in this photo. Cy wanted Milwaukee to be the first city where Life with Luigi would appear in a live broadcast besides Hollywood. The evening began with a folk festival program presented by Milwaukee Folk Dance and featuring over 1,000 dancers dressed in costumes from many nationalities, culminating with a live performance of the Life with Luigi radio program. Over 12,000 people came to the Milwaukee Arena for that event. When asked about the show, Cy remarked that when he first approached networks with his idea, they were appalled because they were afraid of the many dialects. There were Italian, Swedish, Jewish, and German characters in the show. The show didn't even have a sponsor for its first year until the Wrigley Company agreed to sponsor the show. Cy said, "This show is a departure. Luigi is something I've dreamed about for years, presenting a minority race with dignity and trying to create a better understanding between people of all races and religions." The Milwaukee Common Council gave him a resolution later that day, commending him for, in this day when thoughts and actions against racial and national discrimination are being fostered, programs of this nature are doing much to break down nationality prejudices and should be highly commended. One of the stories about Cy's life that I really enjoy took place in 1944. Alfred Bloomingdale, heir to the Bloomingdale department store fortune, was looking at producing a show on Broadway called Allah Be Praised. Before bringing the show to Broadway, Bloomingdale asked Cy to come to Philadelphia and advise him on how he could improve the show's script where it was currently showing. Having seen the play, Howard turned to Bloomingdale and said, "Al, if I were you, I'd close the show and keep the store open nights." Despite Cy's advice, Bloomingdale brought the show to Broadway anyway, where it only ran for 2 weeks. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy these presentations, please feel free to make a donation to the museum at jewishmuseummilwaukee.org.